This is Professor Raul Montolfo, Senior Instructor for Fabio Leopoldo. We're here at the new Camarillo Dojo here in Camarillo. And I'm going to have Paul help me out today. I'm going to work a little bit of the deep half guard. Sometimes you'll find yourself in this position, especially you guys like to play the spider guard. Some guys going to pass, or a bigger, stronger guy, a good, strong pass, you know, and you don't want to get the side control, obviously, so you're going to do a deep half guard. This is a good technique. We're going to work on 2 different variations, okay? So Paul, come on in, my half guard. So, from this position here, we'll already start with our person on the deep half guard from this position here, a little bit lower on his hips. Okay, so what I always want to remember too is also my posture. Make sure that I keep my head here. I don't want to be leaned over like this, where he can use his knee on my back and start pushing here. It's really tough. Keep it nice and straight, always good posture. So what I want to do from here is start working. First of all, I want to protect my left arm. Because if I leave my arm out here, Paul can start attacking here. Man, that's going to be very dangerous, okay? So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to squeeze my knees and kind of do like a little ab from here. And push up and bump up a little bit. Now, with my left hand, I'm going to swim underneath Paul's leg. Right in this position here, right under his knee. Okay, again, now, if Paul tries to attack that arm, I'm protected. It's very hard for him to get it, and also too, his balance isn't always going to be the best. So now, what I want to try to do is start to work on getting a hold of his lapel. So with my right hand, I'm going to start opening up his gi from this position here. And I start opening it up. And as I go, I'm going to pass it to my left hand and keep this tight. Now my right hand is going to slide in and grab the lapel. Now I have good grips here. So now if Paul tries to move a little bit or tries to go for that arm, even if somehow he were to be strong enough to open up my arm here, he doesn't have leverage because I have good control here. See how I pull just a little bit back. And if you notice here with my elbow, I keep it nice and tight. So now what I want to do is I want to be able to use my legs to be able to sweep Paul one way or the other. So the first thing we're going to do is going to start sweeping to take his back. So again, as I push here, my arm's underneath, look, from here I keep this covered. And what I want to do is just bump up a little bit and hook under Paul's foot here. Now, as I hook, I'm going to start lifting up. Again, I'm not worried about Paul lifting that leg up because I have my right one covering it. So now, I'm holding here, control, I have foot underneath his Achilles, and from here I simply push. And now I have his back. And if you notice, this grip that we have keeps Paul close to me here. And now I have the person's back. And then for this position, you start working on any back controls that you want and any positions that you like from taking the back. Okay? Second variation. Same thing. I go, I pull, protect my arm. So now, from here, now what's going to happen now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start, instead of pushing forward, from here I use my left foot to hook. This time, I'm going to go use the opposite. My left foot's going to over, and my right foot is going to hook underneath. And what I want to do is I want to move a little bit to kind of get him moving. And again, this is extremely important, holding on to the lapel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kick. And as I kick forward, I'm going to push back and I'm going to start driving here. Well, as I start coming, notice how I have my foot hooked. And I have the lapel held here. And this is extremely important because look, as I go here, I switch my base. But look, I'm holding this lapel. So Paul tries to come to me, I have him tight here. Hold, pass, arm out, inside control. Okay, so let's show both sweeps. All right, guys, so the 2 deep half guard sweeps. Hope you guys like those. Again, extremely important, especially those guys like play spider guard, stronger guys on the pass, really develop the deep half guard and feel comfortable with somebody on top of you from that position. Still a lot of great sweeps. Thank you very much, and great seeing you guys from JiuJitsuMania.